Is construction management hard? In this video, I'm going to give you the real story about how hard construction really is and some things that you can do to improve your situation. Would you like to know where the difficulty comes from? How do you fix it? That's what we're going to cover right now. So let me talk to you about construction management. Yes, it is hard. It is very, very, very hard. It's hard to keep a balance. It's hard to learn. It's hard to manage the millions of different components. It's hard to deal with different people. It's hard that we have separated and segregated trades with subcontractors all under different contracts, and we're attempting to bring people together with contracts that sound like they were more designed for knife fights, right? Like a construction management is hard. And let me tell you the truth. Most people burn themselves out. Now, I want you to come in. I want you to be a part of this. I'm just telling you the truth and how you can overcome it. Most people hurt their families. Most people have multiple divorces. Most people don't spend enough time with their kids. Most people end up having heart attacks by the time they're 36. Most people don't have a balance, and most people work over 60 hours a week. It's tragic. It's tragic. That's the truth about what we're dealing with. But there is a better way. So let me talk to you about why this happens and what we can do to fix it right now. First of all, it's all self-inflicted, meaning if we plan projects and if we do the proper learning and training like what you're doing on this YouTube channel, which is why I always ask you to like and subscribe and to comment and to share, because we want this to be a benefit for you, right? And if you also make sure that you're using the right systems, you can have a fantastic, absolutely beautiful time in construction. Most of the problem is self-inflicted. And let me tell you just a couple of the reasons why it happens. Number one, we don't take the time to plan. There's a 2/3, 1/3 rule in construction that you have to follow. If anything takes 2/3, you have to spend 1/3 of that time planning it. If your project takes 2/3, you have to spend 1/3 of that time planning it. That is a golden rule for everything. And if you don't plan it, you will fail and you will cause yourself a nightmare. Because let me explain the concept like this. Every project has a certain amount of energy that it requires. And if you don't add that energy to the project in pre-construction, you'll pay for it somewhere else. So during the project, if you didn't properly plan it and expend the energy there in a responsible manner, you will expend the energy in the afternoons, evenings, and nights, and on the weekends during the project. Does that make sense? So instead of the owner and the contractor and the trades all paying for the proper pre-construction planning, you will pay for it with your energy, with your health, with your time, with your missed basketball games with your kids, and with your marriage. Okay, I want you to know, if you don't pay for it in planning, you will pay for it with your health and with your relationship. So most of this is self-inflicted. So we have to actually plan projects. The second thing is, a lot of people in their construction management career, they're like, oh, I want to go fast. I want to get this. I want to get. I hear all the time, oh, I'm done with college. I got this great assistant PM, assistant super role. I got this one contractor. They'll make me a full-blown superintendent. I don't need to go be a field engineer. I don't need to go be a PE. Mistake, 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 mistake. That is wrong. You probably think I'm being like bold or overbearing, but it is wrong. Do not do that. Do not ever do that. You come from your industry hire or your foreman experience or your worker experience or your trade knowledge or your college education, and you come in and you learn the basics as a field engineer or a project engineer. You do not skip. So everybody's like, I want to go fast. I think I understand that. I want to go fast. I want to go fast. No. Take a concept, master the concept, put it in your tool pouch. Take a concept, master the next concept, put it in your tool pouch. Start gathering these skills one by one, and don't move to the next position until you are ready. Because when you need those tools, those of us who are forced to back in the day, we're going, I got this tool, I can do anything, boom, 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 right? When you are faced with this, if you don't have those tools, you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, now I'm overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to spend my nights and weekends and ignore everyone else in my life, including my own health, because I didn't master the trade as I go. The other one is using the right systems. You've got to use lean systems, tact planning, last planner, Scrum. You've got to use integrated systems. You've got to enhance your collaboration, your transparency on your project sites. Stay away from anything that's classical management, anything that's stuffy, anything that's bureaucratic, anything with a lot of paperwork, anything that's just management heavy, busyness heavy, waste heavy, you're going to want to have the right systems. So most of it's self-inflicted. Everybody, I'm going to tell you this, and this is going to make a lot of people mad, but every construction could fix tomorrow. Like literally, we could, our productivity could incline. We could start like getting new people in if everyone would literally plan projects and dedicate that time, learn the right systems, and stop shortchanging their own career by learning the key things that they need to learn. We could fix it tomorrow. We know everything today that we need to know for construction to work ideally and for us to finish every project on time and well. So here are some steps that will help you in your career so that you can counteract that. So here's my second answer. Construction is not hard. It's not stressful. It's not destructive if you follow the advice I'm about to give you. So please come in. Please join us. Please help us. Please engage in this career path because it's amazing. Okay? But do what I'm about to tell you. Number one, make sure you love construction. Get out and experience something. There's a huge difference between somebody who's just like a distant, disconnected broker within construction and somebody who loves like the smell of concrete and the sound of a concrete pump and the sound of generators and light plants burning in the morning and the workers finishing and like just like the feel of the morning and the smell of some guy's cigarette smoke and coffee, and like the people that love that love construction will thrive. That's step number one. If you hate it, if you hate getting up, if you hate construction, if you hate being around workers, please do not get into this industry. But if you do, you're off to a right start. Like, let me just give you a quick story. My dad drove ready mix and he would come home smelling like cement. And I remember when I was younger, really, really young, like, I don't know how I remember this, but probably 2, 3, 4 years old. I used to lay on my dad's chest and I would smell the diesel and the concrete, the cement and the concrete, that smell. And that just stuck with me when I was younger. And that's me, that's my world, that's what I love. So step number one, learn to love construction, or know if you do love it. Step number two, get your foundational education. This is not college, although I love college. I have other videos that we can link you to about that. Understand, do you like building? That could be field engineering, that could be a field-focused project engineer, that could be working with your dad building or your mom building houses, that could be working with crews, that could be a summer internship. Get your foundational education and learn what it's like to be out in the field and build. Learn what it's like to work with the craft. If you don't, you will have a career of disrespect, looking down on craft workers, and you won't know how to build, and it will hurt your career. Step number three, leverage your first opportunity. Whether you're coming from the field or a trade school or college, doesn't matter. Get your first opportunity in construction. Once you're in, if you're a learner and if you're a hard worker and if you're a moral and ethical person, you are going to be just fine. Step number four, set these habits. And this is not a recommendation. I am not like, hey, this is not a suggestion. This is a must. Number one, keep a to-do list. Everything that you are asked to do or you think to do, put it on a list and get it out of your head. Two, maintain really, really good organization. Have a personal organization system. Have a way to take notes. Keep your desk clean. Keep your computer clean. Keep your car clean. Keep your house clean. Cleanliness is the basis for all success. You have to believe me. If you are not organized and clean, you will be riddled with waste and you will spend more time tripping over things and finding things than you will with doing actual production work. Three, listen and ask questions. I want you to multiply the amount of questions you're asking by 10. In school, ask more questions. Internship, ask more questions. First job, ask more questions. Ask, 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 ask. The only dumb question is the one that wasn't asked. Right? Because it's not a question at all, because you didn't say it, right? Any question is valid. I am telling you, I'm 42, not that old, but still been around for a while. Been in construction for about 25, 26 years, and there's still acronyms I don't know. I'm like, hey, what does that mean? And people tell me, and they're like, great, that's fine. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing embarrassing. Ask more questions. And number four, go above and beyond. Your first 5 years in construction is your time to grind and work hard and get it done and impress people. Then you're going to pivot to being more stable, more balanced, and you're going to really focus on your leadership. But you've got to get in and grind. All right, we're going to go through the rest of these strong. Number five, learn one tool at a time and one process flow and put that in your tool belt as you go. 6, set up each role you have with success. Plan for it, prepare for it, and design it before you head into it blindly. 7, and this is a big one, and so I'm just going to take some time with this one. You must have an understanding spouse. If you, like I married Kate, she had a father that was an electrician. She understands that sometimes you're late, understands that sometimes there's travel. That was just her world. So when I moved around for her, she moved around for me, we just had that mindset. If you're going into construction where you're going to go to different locations, have different drive times, and sometimes have to work overtime, and your husband or wife had a father that worked 38 hours a week in a government job and was always at home, there's going to be some tension, some conflict there. There's different expectations. If you're going to be in construction, you have got to have an understanding partner or spouse. And number 8, what I want to say is always stay ahead. Construction is a lot, and your life is a lot like having kids. I have 11 children. You might be surprised at that, but the key is to stay ahead. Don't wait till there's an accident at Walmart to deal with the issue. Bring wipes, bring diapers, bring your diaper bag, stay ahead, and always have a plan A, B, C, D, E, or F. These tips will help you to always make sure that you have a good experience. Even if you have some long nights or weekends when you're setting up the crane or starting the job, you will always be able to level out and have a really good experience if you follow those guidelines. So I'm going to leave those guidelines for you in a beautifully formatted Canva list. And I want you to know that if you really want to leverage your career, we will see you at one of our Super PM boot camps, and I'll give you the link to our ElevateConstructionEvents.com website where you can sign up and learn how to really streamline your career. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.